The monsoon lashed against the ancient haveli, each gust of wind sounding like a mournful cry. Inside, Diya huddled closer to her grandmother, the flickering oil lamp casting dancing shadows on the crumbling walls. Grandma Durga's voice, usually a comforting rumble, was now a low, trembling whisper. "The Brahmarakshas walks tonight, child. The rains always awaken him." Diya, a spirited girl of 10, shivered despite the warmth of the blanket. She'd heard the tales, the vengeful spirit of a learned Brahmin, wronged in life, now a terrifying entity with glowing eyes and iron claws, forever bound to the land. Tonight, the air felt thick with an unseen presence, the silence between the thunderclaps heavy with dread. Her older brother, Rohan, a skeptic with a bravado that often faltered in the dark, scoffed. "Just old wives' tales, Dadi. It's the wind playing tricks." But even his voice lacked its usual conviction. Outside, a tree branch scraped against the window pane, a sound that made them all jump. Days turned into nights filled with unease. Strange occurrences plagued the haveli, doors creaking open on their own, whispers carried on the wind that sounded like ancient Sanskrit curses, and the chilling howl that echoed from the nearby banyan tree. The villagers whispered of cattle found dead with unnatural wounds, their eyes wide with terror. Fear clung to the haveli like the dampness of the monsoon. One particularly stormy night, Diya's younger brother, Krish, fell gravely ill. His fever spiked, and his breathing became shallow. The nearest doctor was miles away, the roads flooded and treacherous. Despair settled over the family. Grandma Durga wept, muttering prayers to deities long forgotten. As Krish's life hung precariously in the balance, a desperate Diya remembered an old legend, a sacred spring hidden deep within the forest, its waters said to possess miraculous healing properties, protected by something. Fear warred with love in her young heart. Ignoring Rohan's frantic pleas, Diya ventured out into the storm. The wind tore at her clothes, the rain blinded her, and the forest seemed to writhe with unseen dangers. Every rustle of leaves, every snap of a twig sent shivers down her spine. The howl echoed closer now, laced with a chilling intelligence. She felt eyes watching her, a heavy, malevolent presence. She stumbled upon the ancient banyan tree, its roots like gnarled fingers clutching the earth. The air here was colder, heavier. A low growl vibrated through the ground. Two crimson eyes pierced the darkness ahead. The Brahmarakshas. Terror threatened to paralyze her, but the image of Krish's pale face spurred her on. She had nothing to fight with, only the fierce love in her heart. She closed her eyes and, remembering her grandmother's teachings, began to chant a simple prayer, a hymn of compassion and courage. The growling stopped. The crimson eyes flickered, their intensity wavering. Diya continued her prayer, her voice trembling but resolute. She felt a strange shift in the atmosphere, a lessening of the oppressive darkness. When she finally opened her eyes, the Brahmarakshas was gone. In its place, near the base of the banyan tree, a faint, ethereal glow emanated from a small opening in the earth. It was the sacred spring. With trembling hands, Diya collected the water in her cupped hands and raced back to the haveli. She gently trickled the water into Krish's parched lips. Almost instantly, his fever began to subside. His breathing became steady. Color returned to his cheeks. By morning, he was sitting up, smiling weakly. The family rejoiced, their fear replaced by awe and gratitude. The rains eventually ceased, and the sun broke through the clouds, casting a golden light on the haveli. The strange occurrences stopped. The Brahmarakshas was not seen or heard again. The villagers, hearing of the miracle, spoke in hushed tones of Diya's courage and the power of her pure heart. Some whispered that the Brahmarakshas, a learned soul, had perhaps recognized the same purity in the child, a respect for life that transcended fear and vengeance. But the truth of that night remained shrouded in mystery, a chilling reminder of the unseen forces that dwelled in the ancient land.